Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the AAA show. And joining me in the sitting room, as always, are Drunkle and Sinatra. Drunkle, how's things going with you, man?
I'm all right, thank you for asking, buddy. You sound a lot better than you have been, bud.
Well, don't mistake a good set of composure for any kind of healthiness or mental clarity.
All right. He's just wearing it well.
That's right.
All right, I understand that. That's fine.
I can
My
pretend.
boobs hurt.
Your boobs hurt.
My boobs hurt.
Okay, why?
It was the gymnasium, and my boobs hurt. Yeah, achy boobs.
The gymnasium.
The gymnasium.
What happened,
you know
man?
gymnasium.
I think that calls for an explanation.
Oh no, it just working on my tits. I mean, it's a good kind of aching. It's an earned kind of aching, but it's also every time I get out of bed, I go. You know the one?
No.
No, okay.
I don't even know what kind of one you meant. You know when you get out of bed, you know that one? Yeah, I know getting out of bed, sure. What about it?
Yeah, you go, ah! Yeah, because everything, you're like, oh my God. Well, I ache. My boobs hurt. And my legs, and my butt. It was leg day yesterday. Fucking hell.
It's one of them kind of days, huh?
Took me ages to walk home. Fuck. I went to the pub afterwards. I'm sat on one of them, higher up stools designed for, larger tables. Man, it took me like fucking 3 minutes to get on and off of those things. And I wanted to go to the toilet or go to the fucking bar or something. And again, I'm making that noise. I'm sat with a load of old men. They go, Millage, you're 37. What's fucking wrong with you, man?
I had an especially hard chest day yesterday, and I'm still not putting my hand on the top of the steering wheel.
No, I mean you can't, right? You just can't get your arm that high up. But
No,
I mean, this is
not
from
working.
Monday, so it's it was a good one when 2 days later you're still making the dad noise.
Oh yeah,
You've been
sure.
having proper sessions lately, haven't you, Sin?
Yeah, I changed my workout up a little bit, and because usually, like for chest day, I'll do, chest press, flies, whatever. 4 exercises and then 1 set of arms. I have changed it up to 2 sets per muscle group with 2 sets of arms at the end of it. And good goddamn.
Yeah. But you've
So
earned that aching. That's yours.
2 for the upper chest, 2 for middle chest, 2 for lower chest, and then 2 for triceps. So 8.
There's a lower chest?
Yeah. And there's different exercises to hit each one.
We need to talk more.
Apparently so.
How are you, Polly?
Well, I don't have any exercises to talk about. I don't like exercise. It makes me sweat.
Yeah. Curse my fucking human need to cool my skin.
Well, you know what? Truth be told, cardiovascular exercise I could get into. Because, it's good for your heart. It's good for your vasculars and the whatnots and the...
the cardios.
The asslicity. Why am I keep trying to say that word with ass in it? Elasticity of your arteries and whatnot. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing, yeah. But it's just such effort, isn't it?
Well, compared to some of the effort you guys talk about, I don't know. I think it's, if anything, more approachable, attainable, than manageable. Than listen, I've gone for some long walks and short runs and quick sprints, and my nipples were never sore once.
Fucking master race over here, man. Jesus Christ. But hey, I mean, you know what's also good for the heart? Relaxing. Just taking it easy.
Relaxing after you've exercised your cardiac muscle. At least that's what the health people have told me anyway. Were they lying to me?
I don't think they really ever know what they're talking about. Anyway, the exercise, I think people make it up as we go along, to be honest. Because you know what? It was calisthenics a long time ago, wasn't it? Let's do calisthenics. And then they went, actually, calisthenics, not that important. You're like, bitch, I just spent fucking 10 years doing this shit. What a waste of time. Now they're going, do Pilates, do Pilates. Now they're going, fucking
plates
get on your fucking...
Fuck that shit. I did.
Get on your fucking CrossFit machine. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no. You're not doing a spin class. You're just losing out. You didn't know?
I'm well aware. I'll tell you what, fuck, that CrossFit machine, mate, that'll make you fucking sweat. Jesus Christ.
What is a CrossFit machine?
Hang on, is it a cross trainer? Sorry. Is it no
What
cross
is the
training?
cross trainer machine?
Is it the cross trainer machine? It's the army leggy thing.
The what?
The army leggy thing.
The arm? You mean the elliptical?
I mean, if you're gonna make up words,
No,
I know what the elliptical
that's the
is.
word
yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it's
it's not what it's called. It's an exercise machine, not a type of orbit.
nah. You never see it. It's like a cross country skiing machine, but the legs move on and in an elliptical motion. You never seen one of them things?
Yeah, I was on it yesterday. The army leggy machine. Yeah,
Oh my
It's
God.
called an elliptical.
I don't have a
I
trainer.
was on it yesterday.
Yeah, that fucker makes you sweat, man. That makes you sweat.
All right, so you see there's a reason I could go to a gym. The fancy machines they got with the adjustable inclines and the digital tension that you can set, and they got automatic fans blowing at you. And for some reason they put them in the window so all the people that can, they say so you can look out at the world. It's so people can looking at you.
Yeah, look at me. And yeah, I mean, people are fighting over the one by the window.
They are.
It's the one that I want to go to. I mean, go to the gym, fine, but I want people to know I'm in the gym.
Yeah,
it's like
see,
people who write in Starbucks,
Oh yeah, definitely. Like people who write. I can't
Pulling
write
out a fucking
Starbucks,
typewriter.
Man. Typewriter. Yeah, an old mechanical typewriter, not an electrical either.
Yeah.
They want to thump out them fucking keys and let it be known.
Some beret wearing shit that is, man. You're like, if someone does that, you look at them and you go, "We will never be friends."
The Rock Corpse up in chat is right. USPSA, definitely exercise. That'll get your fucking heart rate up. Mostly through fucking, unless you're at the Grandmaster status, fear of just fucking up in front of everyone. That'll get your fucking excitement. United States Practical Shooting Association. It's a run and gun competition.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, like the John Wick course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good fun. Real good fun.
Yeah, I think that's what more exercise needs guns. I think that'll get the kids in.
There's
in
the
gym,
statement
wouldn't
for
it?
the
Yeah,
ages.
that'd get me out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
USPSA, man, or IDPA going on every week, man.
I mean, you add guns to anything, I think you're more likely to get more people into it. Like, yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't go to church anymore, but I think if, like, at the end of the sermon, everyone fires a round into the air, more people would be attending mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people pack heat to church. I mean, there's no problem with it. Praise the Lord, pass the ammunition. Yeah, as long as, What?
Praise the Lord, pass the ammunition.
Oh, you never heard that? That's not mine, man.
That's great.
It's an old joke based on, like, if you believe in God, what do you need a gun for? Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. That's why. I did.
Well, I mean, if God created everything, then God created guns.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, I remember Colin Noir's line about that. He was trying to convince his mother to have because she lived in the old neighborhood in Texas, in Houston, and it wasn't the best neighborhood, or wasn't becoming the best neighborhood, I should say. He's like, Mom, I want you to have a gun. She's like, I don't want to carry a gun. She's like, I don't want you to carry it around. I just want you to have it at home just in case. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like old lady gun, something like a nice, simple, light triggered revolver or something she could handle.
Yeah.
38, nothing too much recall. And she's like, no, she's a very religious woman. She's like, no, son, I have Jesus. And she goes, I know. That's why he gave you a son that told you to get a gun.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's
It's hard to argue with that.
It's the same logic as like giving your fucking your 13-year-old son a condom to keep in his wallet, isn't it? It's like, look, I don't want you to use it, but just in case you have to, it's there.
Mm-hmm. I do. Rather, have it than not need it than need it not have it. That's the logic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a couple stories today about some gun bolero type things, and yeah, I don't know. You know what bugs me? When they talk about a gun bust in a video, and they'll show you a picture of said, like, oh, well, this gun stash was found, and they'll drop up a picture of the video of the supposed bust, like this is what they got, and it's like, holy shit, that's quite the stash of criminal-looking fucking guns. And so, me being me, I'm sitting there, I'm on my computer, I got the time. I did a screen capture and did a reverse image search. Man, that's not the fucking gun stash. It was from a completely different crime. You just went and looked at it. Yeah, that bugs me.
Bastards.
I know. I mean, what do you expect? They're not qualified journalists.
Well, I mean, I guess the one saving grace is that, it was an image a real image and not an AI generated one.
Yeah, speaking of gun images and AI generated, have you seen the reason why we haven't seen Kate in like 18 weeks is because she embarked on her new career as an armed criminal? All these AI images of her robbing stores and shit.
Who's Kate? Who?
Kate
I have no
Beckinsale,
idea
man.
who you're
Kate
talking about.
Beckinsale.
Beckinsale, right? It could have been Middleton.
No, it is
Because
Kate. I'm joking.
fucking-
It is Kate Middleton. That's the joke.
Oh, it was Middleton, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, following the old Photoshop scandal.
Yeah, that's it, and hence the joke here. Let me just throw up that and just share the screen with all y'all peoples, including the lovely people down there in chat.
I mean, I avoided bringing that one up on the AAA news because I was like, honestly, like it was.
I don't know what sense to make of it, brother. I really don't. I kind of want to talk about it, but at the same time, because I'm kind of fascinated by this royal announcement thing that's been plaguing Twitter, and I don't even know what to say about it, except for people's anger over it being phony. You know what I mean? It just...
Yeah.
See, here it is right
and then
there.
she went, "Oh, I apologize. I've been experimenting with Photoshop." Like, okay, I mean that's less believable than the actual photo, but okay.
The royal announcement is that Kate Middleton has left the royal family and her career as an armed robber. There she is.
Man, do you know, I've never really been attracted to that woman until now.
Oh, they went like full AI, like all the background's blurred. It's all high contrast, black and white, super cool looking. Or it's not AI. It's from some fucking movie I haven't seen that I want to see. You know.
In which case, it could have been Kate Beckinsale. It doesn't really look all that much like her. She hasn't even got her fucking finger on the trigger on that one. Come on, Kate.
Well, I guess she hasn't decided to shoot, but in this one, oh, she's ready to blast, yo. The trigger's, look at that, the finger's coming up to go in. She's getting ready.
Yeah. I don't know how much trigger discipline there is when it comes to armed robbery, though, you know?
Probably not a lot.
Not a lot.
No, I would guess you're right about that. Oh, man.
Still good for her, though, you know? So she's going out on her own, making a name for herself.
That's
you know?
right. You know? Considering this was sent out by Pastor Alex, why is it pastors on fucking social media, man? It's something else. William and Kate looking more like Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, well, they never brought William into it, but I'm down to see it. I love all the comments. I knew it. Like, yeah. How did you know that? So, do you have any predictions on what the hell's going on with the royal announcement?
I mean, there was a lot of speculation because, of course, Charlie has cancer of the bum. He's got the prostates. So there was, I believe, on Twitter, it was trending for a while. You know, Prince Charles, and people were speculating that he has died. He seems all right. So I think that was
Probably
just Twitter
not
doing
dead.
this. Probably not dead. I think that was just Twitter doing its thing for a little while, you know. So as Discord, when something gets trending, it creates even more momentum of its own, and it cannot be stopped.
I guess I would just... Did the lamp just flash? Yeah, of course. I got it. I can turn it on and off with a
Flash
button.
lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just turned it back on. And why did I do that? I don't know.
Because you can.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end. Late night, bored, and I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Combination of all three. I started working on some other things. The blinds will go up and down. The different lights over the paintings will go on and off. Because for no, I can. There, Drunkle said it. He's right. Just because I can.
Yeah. You're using a Stream Deck to do it as well. See, that's why you do it right there. that's why. I get my fucking money's worth on this one, mate.
I mean, all the useful reasons that everyone gets a Stream Deck. Jesus.
Well, I mean, look, if I can, for my Twitch one, I use, I've got 15 buttons, and I use 9 of them. So, I mean, I've got 6 there, which is just blank. Fuck yeah, let's add some stupid shit. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
I've got a few on here on the main screen that I have 2 rows that I use, 2 rows that I don't, but the individual screens are full of different assets. Oh fuck! I'm fucking with my own stream right now. God damn it! Like, I have OBS up so I can hear the shit, obviously, but it's like, oh no, if something comes through, I'm not gonna hear it. But I did hear that one from Blackout. When the royal family realized they don't have to celebrate women's...
You were saying?
Women's History Month by offing a woman, 115 watching and 25 likes. Mr. Dave, do you have the ferret chainsaw ready? Smash that like button. I can dig a big hole if you don't. All hail Blue Whale. Thank you very much, Blackout. A little erratic, a little all over the place, but I dig it. Thank you.
That's Blackout berating the chat for the like ratio. Good Lord.
Well, that's a sign that the like ratio is it's gotten out of hand. Other people are getting involved. Can't just leave it to the longtime professionals. Everyone's got to speak on it, and understandably why. It's pretty bad, man. So if you'd like to hit that like button, please feel free. Or leave a comment if you're listening in the future. Also, all of our socials are down beneath the video itself, unless you've got the YouTube layout that I have, in which case they're off to the right for some godforsaken fucking reason. And on top of which, all of our Streamlabs are down there. If you want to support Drunkle's Mine, Sinatra's, all of them, yay! And speaking of donations, Zara, thank you for the $5. Whoa, Liquid Cats upon the... Ahoy, Polly. Remember, if you find yourself playing a detective game with animals, never suspect the ginger rabbits. They're always red herrings.
Not bad.
I can appreciate
what have you been playing, Zero? You've been playing Black Sad or Chicken Police?
I just think there's
those genuine games, by the way.
It's like it's a detective joke. That's fine. Oh yeah, and speaking of donations, also got the new crotchet evolutions for the people down there at $25. Get you to evolve anyone you want. Some people call it crochet. I prefer crotchet.
Crotchet, of course. Yeah.
Because everyone goes ugly. Why not go stitched and adorable? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
I didn't think so. I found
actually, you are wrong because a crotchet is knitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crochet.
Well, technically, it's
crochet.
I believe when you crotchet a line, it's still called a stitch.
I see. I think that's more weaving. It's just weaving with sticks.
I mean, you're not wrong. It is a it is a stitch in knitting. I assumed it was a stitch in crocheting too, but maybe I'm wrong about that because I don't crochet. I don't know. I don't macrame neither.
I only know just the rules from the song, the English football song Vindaloo, in which everyone shouts knit one, purl one, drop one, curl one. That's the rules, right?
That's amazing.
Dude, it is amazing. Fuck it. I was chatting to a foreigner a long time ago. It was a Hungarian, and they have every year they have like a day when everyone watches this musical about the history of Hungary. And she went like, "Have you got any songs like that?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, obviously, like, we got the national anthem, but that's a bit of a bullshit answer, isn't it?" I was thinking about it for ages, and then I went, "Oh my god, Vindaloo! That is like the fucking unofficial national anthem of England. Everyone fucking knows that song because the words go Vindaloo, 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 na na. It's easy to know.
Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took
the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you got to take off firearms.
And then he takes off his shirt and he runs away.
Runs away. I just got here. Did I miss anything? Oh, just some Vindaloo chatter. Kate Middleton holding up banks and shit.
Actually, it's just a convenience store. Yeah.
Oh, just convenience store, so it's not as bad.
No.
The politics of knitting.
Mm-hmm. And all the other
long time no see, bud.
So I've been watching some Netflix streaming series that I normally don't get into because if I got some time to watch something, I'm going to be watching something from the 40s and something from the 70s. I don't know why. Those are great decades for films. I've seen a lot of great shit from the 90s, but I've already seen it. If I want to see new shit, it's new old shit to me. So 40s and 70s, right? But I decided to break camp and watch some stuff, and there's some similarities that are going on throughout all Paramount, CBS All Access for some of the Star Trek shit that I promised myself I wouldn't watch because it was just so terrible, the stuff that I did see, that I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to watch it. And some Netflix shit and some other shit. I mean, there's some similarities between all of them. Does everybody have to fucking MCU quip talk when they dialogue? Is that like
Now they do, yes.
Oh yeah, but I've noticed that as well.
it's
Jesus,
painful, guys.
little
Painful.
jokes in the middle of a fight, like for fuck's
That's what
sake,
I mean, like
man.
people. I hear you. It's at the exact wrong time. Like, okay, people say dark humor. We all know that in the middle of like bloody, gory fights, or at a moment when somebody just dies, they're gonna crack a joke or something like that. But these people are doing it like lighthearted, like hey, hey, and the other guy's like giving them the double guns. Yeah, I hear you, man. Like it's like, wow, what is this? Fucking vaudeville? This is stupid.
Time and a place, man. Time. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a time. There was a time, Polly, when we would go, "Oh, that was great." But I think it happens on absolutely everything now. Look, I think it's not special anymore. Every fucking movie's doing it. It's dumb.
Yeah. It ruins the quality. Like what you're watching could be kind of like reasonably quality up to that point. You're taking a character seriously, and then they say some dumb shit like that, and you're like, "Oh man, fuck this guy." I don't want to be like that about characters that I was liking right up until a moment ago. Joss Whedon, like, okay, I understand that's your writing style, that you kind of like originated it or at least popularized it, but why is everyone trying to be like Joss Whedon? Write like him anyway. What the hell is that? And when's it going to end? There's the real question.
I don't think it is. People talk about superhero fatigue. I think that qualifies as superhero fatigue because Marvel just did it all the time and every time, didn't they? I think that qualifies as superhero fatigue. The quips mid-battle.
Yeah.
Focus.
Focus. That's right.
You don't see fucking Jon Snow doing that at the Battle of the Bastards. Do you know what I mean?
Thank
No,
God.
he
That's
did
what.
not.
Yes.
Like, he's there, like, all fucking Ramsay is like loose, and he's raining down arrows on Jon Snow, and Jon Snow doesn't look up, but his mate just goes, "Terrible weather today, eh?" Like, no, he's focused. He's winning the fight.
I don't understand. Throughout all three new Star Wars films, the sequel films, Joss Whedon joke crackerama. Stupid. Like it. Blackout 8879, thanks for the buck. When will the British royal family realize you don't celebrate Women's History Month by offing a woman? Sin fucked it up, and my tism made me fix it.
Fine.
I'm okay with that.
Tism for $1, I'll take it.
Well, yeah. When it stops making money, just another guy. Yeah.
It ain't gonna stop, is it? I mean, if just the fact that fucking there's a part 2 of Rebel Moon coming out. My God, that is one of the worst films I've ever fucking seen.
See,
and there's another one?
I would throw this idea in there, and I think it's fucking genius, because Mike Stacklasa is kind of a brilliant guy. Red Letter Media, main guy behind Red Letter Media. He had this theory about what like streaming services are like when it comes to content. Just think of them as Chinese buffets. You ever hear this?
No.
Brilliant. Just think about this for a second. Roll with me. You go to a Chinese buffet, right? Everybody knows the preferred dishes that are on the steam that are in the steamer trays, right? Everybody knows what the popular ones are. You're gonna want the dumplings. You're gonna want the mushu. You're gonna want the calamari, the spicy calamari that they make.
I fuck with spicy calamari, mate. Oh yes.
Right, the big bin of the good fried chicken, because they usually have like fried rice. They usually got 3 different kinds. One with the chicken in it's real good, so that'll get scooped out real fast. Everything else just kind of sits there. Beef and broccoli. Sometimes that's just, if it's good, people will dig that one right out. But the rest of it just sits there. But people still keep coming out and filling out the other trays. Now, if you came in to a Chinese buffet, right, and you'd paid whatever the fuck it is, $20, $25, $30 or whatever for the all-you-can-eat buffet, and they only had 4 steamer trays, you'd feel ripped off, even though you know you're only going to eat from them 4 steamer trays, the popular items. You want all 12 there because that's what you expect to see, this variety, even though you're ever going to eat for 4. That's Netflix. That's Hulu. You come in and you expect to see this incredible amount of content, even though you're only ever going to consume 5% of it. So their job is to keep the whole trays full of garbage they know that no one's going to consume. So they just have to produce crap and fill up the trays. And I'm like, that's a fucking brilliant analogy. Most people are never going to watch that shit.
I like it. Yeah.
Until they get real bored and then they end up watching it. Why is it all so repetitive? Because when you're just trying to fill the trays, I mean, like the thing that's beside the mushu isn't very much different than the mushu. Do you know they get terribly creative back in the kitchen? You know what I mean? They just switched a couple of ingredients around, right? But it's not what you wanted, that kind of idea. And I'm like, I think Staklasa, you've got a fucking point here, man. I think this is what's going on down at corporate headquarters at every streaming service. Just pump out crap because people expect to see it. And if they logged on and they paid their $8.95, $12.99 a month for whatever your service costs, and there was only those few things they actually wanted to see, they'd be pissed off and say, what a ripoff, even though they're only going to watch a few little bits of it.
That was the South Park joke when they phone up Netflix headquarters. They answer the phone, hello, Netflix, you're green lit. Because they'll just fucking make any old shit. I don't get me wrong, like some of it, like Santa Clarita Diet, that was great. I really enjoyed that. But the problem is Netflix also, I think they must look at things that are popular and go, nah, we're going to cancel it. And I don't know why. But especially when they're making part 2 of Rebel fucking Moon. Have you guys seen that movie?
No, I don't even. I thought you were talking about Moonfall. I don't know Rebel Moon. I know they're making part 2 of that, but...
Netflix Star Wars. It's fucking awful, right? Because right, Netflix. I know you're listening because it's the best goddamn meeting online, right? And I know you're listening, Netflix.
Sure.
Not every gunfight has to be in slow motion. It really started annoying me about fucking 1/4 of the way through the film. Whenever someone popped off the first shot of a gunfight, it would be...
It's super hot.
You know? I mean, but Super Hot was super good. But this is just because they did it every fucking time. Not everything is epic, Netflix. And by slowing it down, it doesn't make it more epic. It's not like when fucking Bumblebee and Transformers transformed from a car to a robot for the first time. That was good. That was in slow motion, and it was fucking brilliant, mate. But the thing is, you only did it the one time. It was special. Rebel Moon is... I think, actually, if they took the slow motion out of Rebel Moon, it would be about 15 minutes long.
I mean, if an example of, like, not going slow-mo in a gunfight, like, going regular speed, or if anything, doing it fast as fuck, John Wick! It's...
John Wick!
Not only is it still exciting, it's, if anything, more exciting because he's able to run through the room with his, you know, incredible skill set and like headshot. You know, like, yeah, that's what makes him cool. He can identify targets very, very quickly and then move the fuck on. That's awesome. As opposed to, whoa, everything's a church scene from the Kingsman. You know, I did.
At that point as well, you watch it. If you get up to go and make a coffee, you're not going to miss anything. By the time your coffee's, you sit down. And the gunfight still just fucking started, you know. Fuck that fucking film, man. I can't believe there's a part 2. I can't believe it.
I can't believe that Star Trek is using the at sea air horn Zimmerman noise constantly still. Every time they show something in space and it happens, or nothing happens, you hear that and it's just the ship moving. Like, it's not
that's the sound of a big ship, though. That's just the sound that they make.
It's after, like, the bulk of the ship has already passed by the, quote, camera, because the whole thing's CGI anyway, right? I don't understand what has been achieved at this. There's these moments where I'm watching, like, what was that for? And headphones be damned. Like, this shit was meant to be watched, like, 5.7.2 surround sound. Because you can't hear the audio. So I'm turning it up so I can hear the fucking dialogue. And all of a sudden, because some ship moved close to the camera. And fuck me, man. And this thing that used to be called, okay, I'm going to get a little nerdy with it, the directorial flourish. Like, where someone will have, like, a nightmare thought. And it'll suddenly flash to, like, 15 different images of them, like, pulling on their face or ripping their hair or whatever. And it's supposed to, like, these are shots and ideas out of, like, really bad straight-to-video horror films. What the fuck is this doing in Star Trek? It's supposed to be somebody's moment of confusion or flashback or perhaps a reveal of their mental decline in a bunch of cases. Okay, the actors can do that for you. But it's like they don't want to rely on the actors looking sad. They need to show, like, you know, webs growing up the wall and the whole world, the person's world literally cracking and falling apart around them.
Yeah, we need more tentacles. Come on, the audience aren't going to get it without more tentacles.
You think I'm kidding? The actor that they hired to play Jack Crusher for season 3, a Brit, is a seriously quality actor. That guy can bring through the emotions, and he's supposed to look like he's losing his mind. So red tentacles are constantly climbing up the fucking walls whenever he's freaking out. And it's like, dude, look at his face. He looks like he's going crazy. Let him, let him convey the emotion, not your CGI. You know what I mean? I don't know.
This is the director treating the audience like idiots.
Yes.
I like a bit of subtlety when it comes to that, because when you, as the audience, you work something out for yourself, it makes you feel good. But when it's spoon-fed to you, it makes you feel dumb.
Yeah. And by the same token, the writer treating the audience like they're idiots is creating a mystery thing that goes nowhere because you're supposed to think there's something big there, but will supply you with space battles and phaser fights and reveals of characters you haven't seen in the past 30 years. Like we're talking about Star Trek here. Then all of a sudden, I'll totally forget about that entire mystery thing that you brought up and then totally dropped away.
Yeah.
What is this? Lindelof writing? I mean, I don't.
You got to let them know. You got to let the audience know, because they can't be trusted to understand the complexities of this writer. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously they think so highly of themselves that people just don't get them, man. They're not appreciated in their own time, which is why, the first time Jack Crusher appears on screen and there's a slow pan over to his face, it goes, "What?"
Lisa has a point. Maybe they're too used to crap actors. I hope that's not the case. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe they're like, this. I don't know the character's name playing Jack Crusher. I should find out because he's really good at what he does. Maybe they just didn't trust him, and they
you guys
should've.
are still doing Star Trek talk.
I'm talking about all general streaming stuff. I've watched a whole bunch in the past little while.
Sounds like a whole lot of Star Trek.
Well, you know what? It's a fucking cultural phenomenon, Sin. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus. He came in with the fucking vehemence of Sinatra when someone talks shit about Apple.
Where's Bryce to back me up when I need him? Damn it. He'd agree. Who feels like doing some schnews?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Cool. We can do schnews.
When you bring out the news, though, can you make the sound of like a juggernaut warship moving through space?
Yes. And you just you just made a mistake, because I'm gonna have it on my fucking stream decks for next week for no reason.
Brilliant.
Drunko's gonna be like, so I talked to Steve Prong. Like no reason. That's the whole. It's got to be for no fucking reason.
Now that's every reason. That is every reason. I'm gonna start doing it in day-to-day life now, man.
See, there's Bryce.
Just like
Stop, buddy. Thank you.
Cycle past someone.
Okay, boom, here we go. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia glitch lets customers withdraw millions.
Yeah, but it's
like
Ethiopia,
$4.
isn't it? It's $4.
Well, literally millions in foreign actual currency. 40 million US or 31 million pounds was withdrawn or transferred to other banks. It took several hours for the institution to even freeze general transactions once they realized it was going on.
I don't know. I don't understand why people think they're going to get away with this as well, because it's all fucking tracked. If there's like someone always goes, it always happens. Someone goes, "Oh my god, there was a glitch where it said that my account had been credited by $5,000, so I withdrew $5,000." No, mate, you're gonna fucking owe $5,000. You're not gonna get away with this.
Yeah. News of the glitch spread across universities largely via messaging apps and phone calls, and that's why it was mostly CBE students who did it, according to Bank President Abe Sano. Long lines formed at campus ATMs with a student in Western Ethiopia telling BBC people were withdrawing money until police officers arrived on campus to stop them. Not the banks just suspending the ATM, but the cops being called in to tell them to stop.
They sent in the money police. My God.
More than 38 million people had accounts on hold. Okay. Ethiopia Central Bank, which serves as the financial sector's governing body, like I can't believe this is their central bank that had this problem. I can understand stealing people's IDs, identifications. It's not a good thing. I can't understand it in the sense of like with the amount of money you guys expend on security and security steps, and it's always like glitches and fucking 0-day exploits that get you. It's like, how the fuck do you?
It's not often you hear the words Ethiopian Central Bank, is it?
They have one.
You could have said that to me, and I would have told you it's made up.
I agree. I agree. 'Cause, look, if someone says Ethiopia to you, what's the first thing you think?
Haile Selassie.
For me, it's Sarah McLachlan.
Oh. Flies in the eyes.
Arms of an angel.
Yeah.
Just $5 a month can help this child.
Do you think she regrets lending her song to that?
Do they pay her? Is a charity paying her every time?
I said
gets
lend
played?
her song to that, not sell. I'm assuming she did it for free.
I don't know, man. It's an annoying song as well. It makes me want to not give money more.
You know what I noticed when I first looked at this picture? Man, I've seen some filthy stripper dollars, but good God, look at that money.
That is fucking ridiculously dirty, isn't it? You need to launder that shit, guys.
It looks like it's proper linen money, none of that new age plastic bullshit too. So you can literally launder it if you wanted. I mean,
I miss linen money.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Nah, it's
I mean,
it's
all of our fucking notes over here, plastic now. It's bloody ridiculous.
Yeah, I've picked some of them up, man. They got that. Mine stuck together. I kept having to like lick my fingers and like rub each bill like 7 times to make sure that there was only one there, and I wasn't used to the thickness at all. So they I kept assuming there was like 3 or 4 bills stuck together. There wasn't.
No, I don't like the texture. Although I did, because it was the £5 note originally that came, the plastic £5 note, and immediately people started putting them in the microwave.
God, that didn't take long.
Right, it was like the same day, but then you have these little
to see if they would
miniature
shrink?
shrunken down they did shrink, Polly. These tiny little £5 note, like you're playing
Reverse
like
shrinky dinks.
a travel version of Monopoly. Do you know?
I love that people immediately started destroying legal tender. That's great. Whew. Okay. Now, I was reading a story on manure spilling on the highway. I wanted to see a picture. I'm glad I found it. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Look at it. It's sprayed.
Oh.
It's sprayed, man. See, it was moving at the time that it let go of its load. You can tell. Look at it.
Yeah. A lot going on there.
You probably smell that a mile away.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no story for it. Just like if I'm tired of the spill looking like it just tipped over and it spilled off into the the gulch, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No. It had some velocity, man. This manure, caught air. I love it. I don't know why.
I love
but it
the-
makes me laugh.
Going down the road, you can see how, like, on the tarmac, cars driving through it has just spread it. Like a giant fucking Roomba has gone down the road afterwards.
It smells like roses, yeah. Well, that's a good point. Once they brush this shit off to the side of the road, 'cause tell me it ain't biodegradable, you're going to have like some serious growth in this area over the next couple of years. That's the most fertilized area that they got alongside Highway I-78. Where is this, by the way?
Northampton County.
In Northampton County. I don't even know where that is. Is this?
It said Bethlehem, right? It's in Bethlehem.
There's lots of biblically named places in America. Is this in America?
Is it the Bethlehem?
Bethlehem?
I mean, is there a town called
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem?
Yeah.
Like
Bethlehem.
the place of Jesus.
Bethlehem.
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 Well, would you do that with others? Is there a town in America called Mecca somewhere?
Jerusalem.
Oh, dude. Like I said, lots of biblical names. Is there a Mecca somewhere? Probably. Double Fruit Zero. Thank you for the $5. Greetings, Mr. Dumbenscenes. Greetings to you, too. I saw the title. Do you count as a furry with your otter form? Other than that, have a nice stream, sir. Do I count? Well, according to IMDb, I am a furry, but whatever.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, no, yeah. That was it W.R. Costin who did that? Somebody who still hangs out on my streams. It's one of my fucking hang around trolls and has been since comic book curation days when got themselves, however you do that, made as a IMDb editor. And yeah, I got a page and one of the things in there. Yeah, it lists me as a furry. I don't care. It lists Far as a foot model. Sam is a fuck. What the hell did it say about Sam? Yeah,
French.
These are people who like the show. These are steady viewers, man. Bastards.
A foot model. That's genius.
I know. There's nothing you can do to stop it. You might as well laugh at it. The answer is no, but whatever. Oh yeah, and that reminds me. I got the new Otter Down donation there at $10. That's only been hit a few times. And for those who didn't hear already, we got the new crochet upgrades for the fellas here. If you want to put them up there, as per usual, it's $25 for an evolution if you want to see them in crochet form, which is just adorable. Okay, Sin, here we go. Let's get into some gun law. Ready? Drunkle.
So I'm just
take 5.
What's take 5?
I'm kidding. Don't take 5.
Confused.
It's fine.
I'm confused by the name. Is this a store or a fucking gay bar?
That's a grocery store.
It is. It's a full-on grocery store. Yeah, you can't tell by all the lotto shit in the window.
I mean, I think gay sex is a bit of a lottery sometimes, isn't it? Well, it wasn't the 80s.
Polly, speaking of your new $10, I have a new 911 and 912.
Nice.
That are pretty good.
Nice. So the lawsuit from the Buffalo shooting, if you remember the Buffalo shooting, racist shooting, blah, 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 against YouTube and Reddit to move forward. A class action suit against YouTube and Reddit.
Against YouTube and class action?
Of all class action in the sense that it's not one person, it's the family members.
I know what class action means, but
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did not. Yeah.
Oh, that is insane. What is the lawsuit alleging?
There you go. What's the purpose? What's the alleged tort that's been caused by YouTube and Reddit that they could possibly be involved in 10 people being killed by a gunman? 10 people, all African-American, were killed by a racially motivated mass shooting, blah, 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 in May of 2022. The shooters plan to attack the supermarket. Here we go. Quote, they're, meaning YouTube and Reddit, unreasonably dangerous and negligent design choices resulted in the shooter's addiction to their product and caused him to develop the mentality required to target and kill Black folks who were innocently shopping at their local market. In addition to facilitating the shooter's radicalization, the design of the social media platform provided the shooter with knowledge regarding the tools, products, and skills needed to commit the crime.
So are they going after gun channels or political channels?
All. Like, it's since they can't go after... Okay, so I read further. Are they going after individual channels? No. Go for the money. So you go for Google and... you go for Alphabet via Google via YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then you go after Reddit and its parent company. Because individual YouTubers, be they like, I don't know, like Mac at the Military Arms Channel, Tim, and like other big gun tubers that you might know of that he might have watched or whatever. It's like as if any one of those channels gave him specific knowledge on how to go commit this crime. Come on. That's bullshit. That's like a channel that instructs you how to drive as a facilitation of jihadism. Fuck off. But, what are you going to do? But it goes further. It goes further.
This makes sense.
Oh, I know.
Because every Tucker Tuesday I've done in the past 3 weeks has been taken down on YouTube while I was live. No strike, no copyright notice, nothing. It just says policy violation. And that's it. Yeah. So I wonder if they're like super going after Tucker or something because of this shit.
Hey,
it is also election
year.
What's up, take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, well, you should. Everytown America is the one that's backing the lawsuits. And if you don't know, Everytown America, massive gun control promotion group in terms of legislation. That's former Mayor Bloomberg's organization. He was behind the Million Mom March. Every mayor for gun control or mayors for gun control, all those groups were consolidated. They were all funded by him into one giant funding group that is Everytown for Gun Safety is the name for it. And they supply lawyers and promotion. And if you ever wonder how David Hogg got flown all over the world, especially the United States, to be on every late night talk show and everything like that, who do you think paid for the stages to be set up and the mics to be set up for him and all that shit? Everytown paid for it. They paid him a fucking honorarium to be there and to do it, and then facilitated all of his travels. There you go. How did he set up his YouTube channel to look as professional as it was? Everytown. Bloomberg's a billionaire, man. I mean, it's what he does, and he's got a fucking axe to grind with the Second Amendment, basically. So, the Supreme Court judge of Erie County denied YouTube and Reddit's motions to dismiss the complaint. The social media platforms had argued that because they hosted third-party content, they were not liable under the Communications Decency Act and the First Amendment. Both companies plan on appealing the decisions. There you go. Now, it's a great example of how they want it both ways. You know what I mean? It's like you want to get rid of hate content and you don't want to get rid of other content. Who do you think they're going to go after in the short term? They're going to go after so-called white supremacist content and gun content, like just Second Amendment stuff, talking about proper maintenance of your firearms, cleaning, assembly, disassembly. That's going to be, we got to get rid of that content now. We might inspire shooters. But my favorite part is that it keeps going, man. Everytown, the anti-gun violence legal advocacy group, claims that Means Arms, the name of the company, manufactured a gun lock that provided a fake veneer of compliance with New York gun laws, and that Vintage Firearms, LLC, sold him a, quote, illegal AR-15 style rifle. How that was illegal, they didn't claim. And that a third defendant, RMA Armament, equipped the shooter with a combat-grade body armor without reasonable vetting. However, they are personally going to define that. So let me see if I get this right. The guy who sold him the gun, even though they did so legally under the laws at the time. The body armor, even though they did so legally under the laws at the time and showed all due diligence with it. And then the social media platforms that the guy frequented. Are you holding anyone responsible? Are you holding him at all responsible, the person who did the shooting? Because it seems like it's everybody but. Everyone in his neighborhood, because like it takes a village to raise a child, so everyone who was in his neighborhood didn't stop him beforehand or something. Like, who else are you going to fucking blame?
This seems like just a cash grab, honestly.
Yes. The lawyers that are working for Vintage Firearms LLC, here we go. The real motive behind lawsuits like this is clear: to bankrupt gun dealers so that law-abiding citizens do not have access to firearms, rather than placing the blame on the psychopath who did the shooting. The individual is personally responsible for these horrific crimes. Politically motivated organizations have chosen to use this tragedy to pursue gun control through the courts. Yep, because they're doing it pro bono. Yeah, cash grab for, everyone who had a family relative or whatever that was there. And it's, using it. They've chosen to use this tragedy to pursue gun control through the courts. We can it becomes so impossible. Your insurance becomes so high, or no one is even willing to offer you insurance if you own a gun store. Therefore, you can't open one. You functionally bankrupt gun stores. Well, that's one way to regulate the Second Amendment right out of existence.
It's it just seems odd that there's this absolute push to disarm the citizens while flooding in new citizens. It's very weird.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Tyson thing? The Tyson chicken thing?
With the crickets, yeah.
The crickets?
Yeah, they're going to be using crickets in their breading or something.
Oh, no. Lord, no. What the fuck? Okay, I didn't hear about that. I will not eat the bugs, but no.
You mean Mike Tyson?
No, it's a brand of food here. Like there's Tyson Chicken. They also own like Sara Lee, and they own. I'm trying to remember. Like they own like fucking a dozen or more different fucking subsidiary companies. I had no idea that they owned. Regardless, no, they fired they fired 1,100 workers and then shut down a whole bunch of different processing plants, and then because there's no need for them, and then immediately issued a statement that they're hiring 42,000 newcomers exclusively, and they're going to provide them with $16.50 an hour plus immigration attorneys. So you literally fired a whole bunch of citizens, 1,100 of them, to turn around and hire a bunch more illegals. That's why everyone's talking boycott Tyson on social media and shit. And it's like, yeah. Hey, Kefki, what's up? That's frustrating beyond belief, man. Oof. I don't want to say it's Biden's fault, but it's Biden's fault.
I mean, of course it is.
I on a level seriously, because like, why would I have no evidence for this, openly admit it, but it doesn't seem like Tyson Foods, as big of a company as they are, would be attempting something like that unless there was a massive state and federal incentive to do so. Why do it? Why go through the trouble to do something like that? Because we're just feeling like being woke this week? Well, that's a lot of trouble to shut down all these plants and fire all these people and do all the severance packages and then turn around and hire all these people. Where are you going to get the lawyers from? It sounds like something that was already on the go that they were offered. Again, I have no proof of that, but I just can't see a giant corporation making that fucking move unless there is a big ass incentive to do so. And the program was already underway, if you know what I mean.
This stuff was put in place.
Bugs me. It beyond bugs me. You're firing citizens to give the jobs to people that are in the country legally and snuck in here. Most of them young males. Citizens? Yeah. Because it's more likely that these people are going to what? Vote for you? Is this a point to create the eternal election, the eternal electable party? So, no, we don't want to do that. Well, you do a stunning impression of someone who's trying to do that. Anyway, before we get too black-pilled, not that we shouldn't and don't have cause, but why is California Police Department replacing suspects' faces with Lego heads? Why are they doing this?
Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
And they really are.
What? This isn't real.
It is. It's totally real. Marietta, California Department has gained recognition this year for its creative placement of Lego heads over suspects' faces in images taken during arrests and bookings, leaving their many Instagram followers wondering, the fuck? In a message posted Monday, the police department explained that as of January 1st, I had never seen this. You think this would have been like one of us would have found this before now if it's been going on since January 1st, but they're following new California regulations. Police say that images of suspects involved in nonviolent crimes are prohibited from being shared, barring specific circumstances, citing Assembly Bill 994 and Penal Code 13665. And so they are putting their faces up with Lego heads on them.
Number one did it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that scowl.
He's sweating.
Yeah, he's... And number three's trying to, warm up the people identifying him. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm friendly. I didn't do nothing.
Number 4 is throwing some blue steel.
And number 5,
is Tony Stark.
Those look like some, I don't know, cokehead glasses, man. You know what I mean? So you can't see the tiny little pupils. It's just...
He looks like, what's his face from The Gentleman? Hugh Grant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your boy Pat's got, what do they consider nonviolent crimes in California now? Exactly. It's, well, a crime where the person didn't die and it's already been proven that you didn't mean for the person to die. I can see you stabbing some old granny up for a social security check. It's still nonviolent for whatever reason.
Why? If you're covering up the face, is the most identifying feature of a human being. Why have a photo at all?
I figured that it had to have something to do with the new laws require suspects' mugshots be posted on social media be removed after 14 days unless special circumstances exist. It is the internet. So it's okay to post their faces like without the Lego heads, but then you got to take them down after 14 days because no one's going to save a copy. That seems weird to me.
How did Lego feel about this, by the way?
Good point.
That's a good question.
We don't want our heads associated with violence.
Non-violence.
Right. Yeah. And what are you saying, that like all these criminals are Asian? That's not nice.
Oh, the jaundiced.
Right. Are you trying to say that they can't get vitamin C down in California in Marietta County? I have no idea. Moving along. Oh wait, I don't want to. Wait. Oh, okay. New Jersey homeowner shoots, kills hammer-carrying burglar. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you know about New Jersey gun laws, but they are restricted right up the wazoo. Like,
Very much so.
you know what I mean? Like, no expanding bullets of any kind. No, the list just goes on and on. Like, transporting your firearms need to be between your legally identified residence and your legally identified shooting range, and you can only be on a direct route transported between the two. And it's like, what happens if I want to go to the gunsmith? You need to get special permission and a special transport permit. And it's like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Okay. It's not even carry your firearms unloaded or anything. It's Trenton, in Trenton, New Jersey. I didn't even realize that, man. That place is like scumhole central, man. He shot and killed a 34-year-old intruder who used a hammer to break into his residence. And when he was in the little vestibule that was in the front of his home, after telling him repeatedly, don't come the fuck in, don't do it. The guy comes in. He shot him once in the chest and he went down. And he actually didn't get charged so far. Well, the homeowner is
shocking.
The homeowner has not been charged. The investigation is ongoing. That's amazing to me that they didn't make. It's Jersey. I'm surprised they didn't make an example out of him, that he should have barricaded himself or, went full, what was it, Toronto police that we heard last week? Is leave all your valuables outside so they can be stolen because the criminals might have guns. Fuck. Darren Root, expanding bullet. What is it, a balloon? Any kind of hollow point bullet or full metal expanding jacket bullets, any kind of bullet that is anything other than a full metal jacket is what I'm saying. Like bullets that are designed to expand one way or another in soft targets are very much prohibited devices in New Jersey. Don't get caught with them. Not a good idea. You might as well just have fucking uranium on you. Boom. Sticking with the gun laws for a second. Yeah. Supreme Court weighs NRA First Amendment dispute against New York regulator. This is all about insurance. And this is kind of what we were talking about before. Okay. The Supreme Court on Monday heard arguments over whether a New York official can be sued for violating the NRA's free speech rights by allegedly urging banks and insurers to avoid doing business with the gun rights group. Okay. They cannot offer insurance for people that find themselves in a self-defense shooting scenario. Legal defense, we all know how expensive lawyers can be in the United States anyway. I'm assuming everywhere, but especially in the United States. You could find yourself financially ruined just trying to demonstrate that the hammer-wielding psychopath that was trying to break into your house was a hammer-wielding psychopath trying to break into your house. You got to pay a lawyer $350 an hour to prove your innocence, which you shouldn't have to do, but you get my point, right? And so the NRA, amongst others, you offer insurance for that under these specific cases. And you've heard of this kind of insurance, Sin, right?
Yeah,
like CCSA insurance, that kind of thing.
I couldn't think of it.
Yeah. This
You
one,
call them before you call the cops.
right? Because those are the guys who are going to hook you up with a lawyer immediately who's just going to tell you the right thing to do, which is say nothing. It's like, yeah, but the guy came at me like he was going to murder me. That's say nothing. You know, give him your name, your address, and that's it. Don't even tell him that that's your gun. Wait till we get there. You know, your attorneys get there, and we are sending them on the way, that kind of thing. And that's a good thing to have, because most people don't have the money to have a lawyer on the go, and that's why you buy insurance. Like most people don't have money for millions of dollars worth of auto damage or fire damage or whatever. It's the reason you get insurance. You don't want it to happen, but if it does, that kind of thing. So this New York official was speaking all over the place as part of his official, in his official office, saying, you know, insurance companies shouldn't be doing business with them. And I can guarantee you that we will not do business with any banks or anyone else who backs up this kind of insurance, because basically it's murder insurance, his words.
Sounds awesome.
Well,
Murder insurance.
yeah. Murder insurance. And so Justice Samuel Alito, the line that people are after him for is, how do you define when it goes too far? Like, the guy can speak his own opinion, but when he's speaking part of public office, it would be one thing to say, I don't think banks should do this, or it's probably not the best idea, to saying you shouldn't, and the city will not be doing business with you, or you're going to go to the bottom of the list now if you do. And the NRA could apparently prove that banks were no longer willing to do business with them that were for like the past 10, 15 years. Interesting.
It does seem like it would be a First Amendment issue.
Very much does seem like it, doesn't it? Free association most comes to mind before anything else. Like, why can't I associate with these people? They're not committing crimes. Because we don't like the politics they hold. Well, that's very much going against the, you know, we can't say what we like or associate with whom we like unless we want to feel the reprise of the government. Yeah, exactly who it's supposed to restrict. We'll see what happens there. Notice it's only the Washington Examiner is talking about this. Of course. Right. Moving along. This is a revisit of a story that we had covered before. A woman who's accused of hiding hacked up body parts all over Long Island. I don't know if you remember.
Whoa.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, there was this woman caught. Alan, thank you for the $5. Greatly appreciated, Alan. Always happy to have you here. He simply says, Polly. Alan. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. And, oh, shit, I missed this one. You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you very much for the $1.69. I'm a class action. Your face is off if you don't smash that like button. Fuckheads.
God damn.
Say, I'm angry. But he's righteously angry, and I can understand why. Feel free to hit that like button. Yeah, cat is music. Cat is liquid. And also, we got the newer donations down beneath, as well as these guys crocheted characters. If you feel like evolving one, let me know. Anyway, this lady who was distributing these hacked up, dismembered body parts all over Long Island has been arrested again. Amanda Wallace, one of 4 charged in a gruesome severed body parts case, was arrested again for stealing beauty products from a CVS.
Again.
After she had been released.
Be quiet! Shut up! Be quiet!
He just missed out.
Alan for another 5 cents. Alan.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
The Nazi, thank you for the $2. Polly, Nazi, how's it going? Glad to have you here as always. All 4 of the people, including her, pleaded not guilty to the crimes that they were charged with in terms of the body parts, including concealment of a human corpse. But they are not bail eligible under New York State criminal justice reform laws. But yet,
Where
But
are
yeah,
we, John boy? If
she-
I had to
she
guess,
was out
I'd
there.
say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
She was out there to
That's-
be able to go steal eyelashes and nail polish.
I mean, sounds like she was stealing eyelashes off of, people, and then concealing the corpse afterwards. But she's been stealing makeup as well. Yeah, look, that on Friday's sin of the white woman that is responsible for all the shoplifting in the world. No. It was Alan for $5 who's succinct and to the point, says Uncle. Alan. Love that guy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Top drawer. And since everybody seems to be looking for some dismemberment news, I don't know why. Y'all are sick, man. Shit.
Is this Wednesday?
And it's Wednesday, my dudes.
So weird. He dismembered body in a Bronx apartment, led police to an unlikely suspect. This guy? Unlikely?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably the guy in the forensic outfit, isn't it, really?
I mean, if I had to pick somebody,
This guy's individual story of how the dismembered bodies came up, right, is funny because you're an idiot, right? Number one. But number two, who he was, he's a social activist in the neighborhood after spending 25 long ones inside for murder, gets out. I'm a reform man. I'm going to straighten out, goes on Joe Rogan's podcast, talks about what it was like inside.
oh, I saw this.
And now he's back with dismembered body parts.
Because, all right, fair enough. He does look suspicious wearing the forensic outfit there. But normally, you'd think he's the guy with the Lego head, wouldn't you?
Yes, but this is New York, not California. So, yeah. Residents on the 6th floor apartment on Ogden Avenue and West 162nd Street reported a chilling scene to police Tuesday night. Please don't. I have a family. Oh my God, that's what you don't want to hear coming from your neighbor's apartment. Holy shit.
Good Lord.
Please don't. I have a family. Neighbors then told the superintendent they saw, here we go, 48-year-old Sheldon Johnson, who was not attendant, coming in and out of the apartment. Surveillance camera footage showed Johnson's changing into bizarre disguises. What bizarre disguises, you ask? One is a yellow hoodie holding cleaning supplies. Another wearing a suit jacket and a hat. Another time wearing a blonde wig.
Where'd the wig come from? Hoodie. All right, people own hoodies. Suit. Everyone should own a suit. But blonde wig?
I think one of the times he went out with it, he came back with it. And Mr. Sneer Forensic Scrubs here figured, I'll just come back with a blonde wig. No one will recognize me. And it's like, no, that's you.
That makes you more recognizable.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
When police, then when police were called, the super who heard this called the police for a wellness check. The police responded to the call. The report says they were, if this had happened in Philadelphia, they would have just been able to leave a message.
Yeah.
This is happening in the middle of the night. We need a wellness check-in on somebody. They were screaming, my God, I have a family. Please don't. We'll check in the morning. By this time, this guy, hired this crazy bitch to distribute body parts all over Long Island for him. Anyway, police responded to the call. The report says they were prepared to conduct a welfare check, but Johnson answered the door normally. He stepped outside and let them inspect. Originally, the cops didn't find anything, but once they obtained a search warrant, they found a whole crime scene in the apartment.
They found a whole lot of something.
Yeah. This is from The Root as well, so I'm just waiting to hear how this is white people's fault.
Right? Yeah, this is, it's not often I go to The Root. Black news with black views and a whole lot of attitude. I'm
Root.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys are focused on this story at all. It's kind of
yeah, right.
It's a little recidivist, They returned a search warrant and discovered Small's torso and foot inside a large blue basin. The other foot, as well as his arms, legs, and decapitated head, were found inside the apartment's freezer. The remains were identified as that of Colin Small, 44, rest in peace. Police said Small was pronounced dead at the scene. Really?
Oh, no shit. Really?
He's very dead.
Wow. All right.
Like, so dead.
Got to call in a doctor. We're not sure.
Holy shit. This poor man was killed and cut up. I mean, like I said, rest in peace. Fuck this scumbag who cut you up, man. His relationship with Johnson was not immediately clear, but law enforcement sources told the New York Post that the two men may have had a beef dating back their long time together in the notorious Sing Sing prison. Oh shit. They were in a big house up at Sing Sing together. Was the foot okay? No, apparently not.
Why did one foot get frozen and the other one was left out, though?
You only de-thaw so much for dinner.
Oh, God, no.
He put the best foot forward. What? I did.
Oh, fuck off.
He was taking a journey one step at a time.
Oh. God rest his soul.
Oh, no. This poor man. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, God, this is in bad taste, guys.
See,
We're getting off on the wrong foot here.
See, this is what quips sound like. This is dark humor, not fucking MCU fucking warm and fuzzy finger pointing conversation. I did fucking hell. Johnson had done a 180 on life after being released. And that's how you know you're reading the root. Done a 180 on life. Yeah, he gave Joe Rogan the 411. He's embarked on a new path of advocacy, using his experiences in the system to help others, even network with the Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg. He was currently serving as a counselor for the Queen's Defenders public firm. Now he's facing...
And then he...
What?
Then he put his foot in it, didn't he?
That's right.
He's really got his foot in his mouth at this one.
Yeah.
Well, at least his victim did.
Should toe the line.
Took it a step too far, really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on before we.
One foot in front of the other. We'll get there.
Yeah.
God, sock it to us.
Now we've talked about this a whole bunch of times, but it's become that thing. Okay.
Sick humor is our Achilles heel.
Oh no, Sid, that was great.
The Spanish police are now, they got the robo dogs, man. They're actually putting them out there. They're putting them to service.
No, I don't like these at all.
No, neither do I. I just put
and Black Mirror shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I feel like we talk about these way too much too. Like,
I don't think so. I think we talk about them just enough because it's like they keep
Yeah.
reintroducing us to get us comfortable with the idea. If you want to buy into some government conspiracy shit and then pushing an idea on you slowly to get you comfortable with it, it's these damn robo dogs, man.
yeah, I'm the Boston Dynamics shits that we used to do. No.
And that was one of the things that killed me. It's like, so they purchased them or whatever? No, they're claiming that they were designed by the University of...
How you spelling that?
Designed by the university there. Researchers over the past 2 years to support police work and spot traffic violations and blah, blah, blah. They're claiming them as original university. It's like, really? Because they look a fuck of a lot like every other robo dog we've seen.
Yeah. And they always seem to be doing police work as well, don't they? Like, it's the literal watchdogs.
I want more criminal robo dogs.
Yes. I mean, maybe just working in an Amazon warehouse or something instead. Do shit that helps people instead of fucking terrifying us. Is that a fucking switch on the side? Can you just go over and just turn it off?
Oh man, are you want to impress me? Kick it over and show me the thing stand up right away again. I'm willing to bet that they can't do that. And even if they can, I can run faster than it can get up.
And by the way, if anybody needs to know this, because I'm sure it's going to come in handy, the battery pack for this thing is, see the two little eyes on the side that look like a cat?
A little Discord face.
The battery pack for that is right under there. Just for future
no, that's good. That's sage advice, man.
Woo.
All right, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs.
It's me.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Jungle, why do I get a feeling that we fought these guys in Helldivers?
But because we did. This is how the automaton wave begins.
Yeah.
Estonia,
Hell,
thank
I
you
haven't
very much for the
seen the future.
$25. Hiya, Pally. How about an upgrade? Your choice. Love ya. Yada yada. I know it's no homo. 6%. It's all good, Estonia. It's all good. Thank you very much.
It's not gay.
No, not at all. No,
No.
not at all. But so that let me just boom, drop screen. Heck, well, my choice.
Go for the cutest.
The cute. Oh man, it's a toss up between you two. You're both adorables.
Oh,
I know that, but
yeah, we already, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think we'll go right to left here because those are the ones that's the order I have them in right here. Look at him. He's a little crochet meatball. Look at him. He's even got crochet spaghetti on a crochet plate.
I'm waiting, but I'm looking forward to the crochet plate more than anything here.
If you'd like, I could put the a link to the pattern in the description if anybody wants to make it.
Oh, that's cute as hell, man. Oh, wow.
Bryce, nice.
Oh, I see that as a bride. That's the code to call in a guard hound.
We need our stratagems up.
Mm-hmm. I never put mine down. Polly, that's awesome, man.
Isn't it adorable? I mean, look at the little guy. He's got, got the little crochet meat sauce and everything. Imagine how adorable yours is, Drunkle. I mean,
He's so happy.
I know.
He's like, yay, I'm a meatball.
Do we have a little crochet otter? Of course we do. I just, we're all set up here, man. It's fine. So, who is it that said that? I think it was Fucktard5. Armor piercing rounds. Stock up on our armor piercing rounds. These things, with as thin as their fucking sides are, a shotgun, it will be fine. It just generalized. Aim for the Discord face. The little thing that Sinatra pointed out, the glowing Discord eyes with the cat ears and whatnot. Yeah, just boom. That'll be enough. And if you're really worried about it, use large shot size steel shot. Or just green tip.
You'll get it.
Yeah. Just standard green tip. It does a great job at penetrating semi-hard barriers. Sin is so cute. No homo. Yeah, no, I made a good choice, right? It's like, wait till you see Drunkles. He's just, everything's just the adorable and crotchet. Yeah, so these damn robo dogs. Fuck them, man. I'm just... All right. Speaking of things that aren't adorable, my God. Phantom Cat Shaver strikes again.
No.
It's back.
He's back.
With dozens of owners across the UK claiming their pets have been targeted. My God.
It's been so long. We thought he'd moved on, but no, he was just biding his time.
It has been thought there have now been as many as 217 cases. Well, a map of the attacks, and they got a map, has recorded over 100 incidents in the same area. My God. 84 incidents reported between then and March, December 2022 and March 2023, mostly in Kent and southeast London. My God. To do that to the kitties, cats ball up like this to be warm. He ain't going to be warm. He's going to be ass out.
And humiliated. All the other cats are making fun of him. Calling him a pussy. He'd be all right, though. He'll land on his feet.
Is this a picture of somebody zooming in and taking a picture?
It does seem that way, doesn't it? Although they're getting the good side of the cat, though. They're not taking the photo of the shaved side. They're ignoring that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Unless they did the cat's face as well, like shaved an eyebrow.
Oh, excuse me. I don't understand the story at all. Zombies would much prefer Mama Shire to help me, Drunkle. Powies? Powies?
Maybe. That looks Welsh, so I mean,
it is.
That could be anything.
This is all very Welsh. Yeah. A new study has identified that you're much more likely to survive a zombie apocalypse if you live in Poiwoys as opposed to Mama Shire. You think?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. powwows.
Yeah, let's do this.
Shire. I mean, yeah, fuck it. Like, it's Wales, mate. Like, you could just make up a noise and you'd probably be close to the correct answer here.
Hey, Cryptic, how's it going? Thank you for the $5. What do you call a stoned kid with Down syndrome?
Oh no.
A baked potato.
Ah, you go. All right.
No, it wasn't all right. It wasn't all right.
No, it was okay. It was
Don't
okay.
encourage him. You might think that the Walking Dead are less likely to head like an unthinking herd in the direction of, say, cricket howl, because there's a lot less.
Hey, yo, invest in stonks, gamers. All right, now just wait for my fucking tag.
E to the dubs.
It's me.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm just savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro? Baby, it's a habit.
It helps me get my aggression out. Boom. Tim the Enchanter, thank you very much for the $25. Crotchet! That drunkle!
Yes.
Done, sir. Done. Video capture. So let me just take away his fedora, because that's a separate element. He deserves the fedora for now. What? Boom! Crotchet drunkle! Look. Just move him over. He's kind of crowding sin over there a little bit.
Yeah, I need some space.
Yeah.
You're just so delicious.
And they're not AI. I can seriously give you the patterns for all these if you want.
Fucking pineapple.
Okay, it's adorable. Look at your little eyes.
I mean, yeah, it is adorable. But why am I fucking pineapple?
You should feel okay. Sam is a baguette with a beret and a red sash around his neck, okay?
That makes complete sense, though.
Meatballs and pineapple? You wouldn't think they go together, but 6 years of evidence to the contrary tells you they do.
Mm.
Okay, I can't make any sense of this. According to research by Jeff Bett, the Welsh just like talking about themselves. That's all I got. This is from the Mama Shire Beacon. I was hoping you could make some sense out of it, Drunkle, but then you made it very clear that you don't understand how they work anyway. So, you know.
Well, I'm not Welsh.
Well, no, but I was hoping that you might be able to explain the weird people. You know, I can explain some things about West Virginians.
Yeah, but I mean, but they're still American. These are actually, they're a different nationality. This is a completely separate country with its own culture and, I mean, its own language for names of some of the towns here. Although I want to say it's Monmouthshire. Not like Monmouthshire, Monmouthshire.
I was trying.
For a change.
Damn it! Oh man, you guys are gonna kick out of this. Though, but
why would zombies prefer?
I don't know, man. Okay. There's studies just in comparison with Monmouthshire, Monmouthshire.
Yeah.
Okay. The size and lower population density of powwows and its abundance of freshwater lakes, farmlands, and wilderness areas make it more favorable to survive an apocalypse of any kind. Okay. So the idea of surviving it's not that you're less tasty, it's that you've got more areas to flee and more areas to survive for longer than the others.
Well, but the thing is, like, look, if you got in powwowies, you've got more freshwater lakes, then survivors are going to go there, which means zombies are going to go there. I mean, because like the living are going there for food and sustenance, and then the zombies will go there for exactly the same reason.
Alec,
I guess really this is just saying.
No, he's always been a pineapple. What do you mean?
On Fridays, I'm
weird looking turnip.
Oh, right, yeah.
I get sombrero on Fridays.
Wait a minute, is there a crotchet otter? Of course, there's a crotchet otter. Of course. There, moving on.
Well, they say powwowies is just a nice place to live, or die.
Right. Oh, you want to see the most adorable thing ever? As far was looking for the A pocket otter is what she wanted. Because
Otter?
she actually does crochet. And
Yeah.
that's where a lot of this came up. This is look at the well, it can't show it because there might not be enough memory available on my computer, which is a total lie because I've got 48 gigs of RAM. So I don't know. What are you gonna do? Look,
Yeah, you got an update available by any chance?
check.
Because my computer's been doing the same thing recently. It wouldn't let me close Photoshop. It wouldn't let me close Photoshop because it said I didn't have enough RAM.
What did you? Wait a minute. What did you do? Did you lose content? Is what I'm getting at. Did you lose work?
No. I was trying to make the game for Monday because Photoshop, I couldn't delete any layers or anything like that. I just couldn't do anything. But when I went to close it, it went, can't execute that action. You don't have enough RAM. To close a program? It opened fine, but closing it is the issue, apparently, because I don't have enough RAM. It's lies. I totally do have enough RAM because I've got 42, 42 gig?
Nice.
How about 4 sticks of 8?
Excellent. It's yeah. I mean, I've only got it on accent because of Hammer's generosity. This is his former server computer.
invest in stonks, gamers.
Woo!
All right, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs.
It's me.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro? Baby, this a habit.
My therapist recommended it. Festonia, you magnificent bastard! You, thank you for the $25. Okay, I gotta see the crochet otter. Well, he is the adorbs. You know what I'm not gonna be able to do is get rid of my smoking otter. Whoops. Ball drop. Oh well. I could totally bring up the crotchet otter. I should have really thought these things out beforehand. I just started.
Don't have enough RAM.
Yeah, well. I wanted to show you the pocket otter, and that wasn't going to happen, for God's sake. Oh, piss off. All right, anyway.
Oh, yeah, all right. Everyone, I get it. Rock Corpse, go fuck yourself. I get it. 32 gig. I'm sorry. I was put on the spot, okay?
What's the problem? Oh, that you couldn't do the math?
I couldn't do the math. I didn't have enough RAM.
It's fine. Have you ever made a mistake and had chat be okay with it, man? Ever?
No. They let you know,
No.
don't they? They let you know.
No jokes on this show. You know better.
Absolutely. There's the little guy. Look at him. Look at him. You'll sit right at the base of the chair with the rest of the fellas. Look, he's got a little crotchet fish. He's got...
Right. Oh, it came up so fucking big. Like, oh,
Yeah, I had to. I thought I had it in there, but I didn't. My fault. My fault.
Very cool. Very cool. Where's your back legs?
They're back there. I could. You could see it from all. Well, I had intended him to have him sitting in the chair, and you wouldn't see his back, his hindquarters, right? Because he'd be like in the chair, right? It's like you can't see my tail of the noir otter right now. But ball drop. But it's okay. I'll have it set up for later.
Okay.
If you notice,
otherwise it does look like someone wearing like a knitted armless otter Halloween costume.
But he's got a little fish. You can't deny that. That's pretty
got
cool.
a little fish, man. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
I was hoping to find one with a little clam. I tend to like those otters better. But oh shit! Look at the time. We got to get rolling.
The first worm of the summer.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Worm Appreciator for $13. No comment. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Cryptic, for the $5 and covering up the end of that donation for me. He says, my favorite sex position is called wow. It's where I flip your mum over. That's excellent, man. Thank you, Cryptic. That's really good. Speaking of wow, I was watching a compilation of Sweet Anita.
What is that?
The Tourette's Twitch streamer.
Oh, that's old school. Wow.
Oh man, it is. But she does like, wow. I'm fucking giggling my tits off, man. And she's hot. My God.
Oh shit! Let's just run through the end of these here real quick because
Okay.
yeah, we are running later than I thought. So yeah, Scottish Highlands moving along. Half of all New Yorkers will flee the city in the next 5 years as quality of life plummets post-pandemic. Poll. Shocking.
They're blaming the polls?
No, as a poll of New Yorkers are saying this. We're getting ready to move. Can you?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, right? Right?
The thing is, I mean, the polls are always dumb like that because
Oops.
half. That's a lot. But if you look at the actual fucking thing, it'd be like, it says that 50% surveyed said yes. But how many?
Why are you running?
How many people did they actually fucking survey though? Because these things are dumb like that. We surveyed 1,500 people, and from that determined half of all of New York is going to move away. Fucking dumb. $12 through $12. Thank you very much. $12.
Just for the hell of it, I'm going to come up with a crochet for Valine. I don't know what it's going to be. A crotchet bitter little hobbit off to the side for one of the chairs.
Yeah, just Frodo Baggins, isn't it?
Yeah,
Done.
I'll find a. Damn it!
Nice. Oh, you want me to grab that?
Yes.
A man went to the public library and asked for a book on how to commit suicide. The librarian said, "Fuck off, you're not going to bring it back."
Nice.
That's pretty good.
That's
Thank you, Cryptic.
Classic. 30% in the poll saying that they're happy here. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know what's going to happen when, you know who moves out of a city? The people who have, obviously, the people who have the money to move.
Weak.
Yeah, the people who have the money to move. That's capital flight. And that's part of what they call.
Isn't this called gentrification?
Thank you, Sin.
White flight?
Thank you, Sin. Thank you. Inside of political science, all the time, they talk about gentrification, capital flight, and white flight. And they say as soon as the blah, 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 and they turn it all into a white supremacy racist thing. And it's like, no, when the quality goes down, the people who move, regardless of their ethnic demographic, are the people who have the money to move. And it's like, yeah, but those are majority white people. Yeah, but the black folks who have the money also leave too. Are they being racist? It's like you're completely misassigning. It's called misattribution. And this is a word I learned in political science, yet none of them seem to want to employ it, even the professors who make these weak-ass arguments. Who gets left? The people who don't have the money. Things get fucking worse. This is how you gut a community step by step. And so the people that are there who are left voting, who do they vote for? People that are going to give them more handouts. So what do the people that want to stay in office do? Well, they give them more handouts if they want to keep getting elected. So how do they pay for all these new handouts? Well, they tax the people more, which causes the people with just a little bit of money that haven't moved already to move, which leaves who? Less people with less money. And on it goes. And this is how you gut a fucking community. And you end up with food deserts and every other goddamn thing that they blame on white supremacy, which is actually a function of just bad economic decisions. Okay.
You nailed it. Like, it's white flight gentrification. It's everything that's wrong with white people. It's all their fault somehow, magically. And also simultaneously white supremacy while also creating food. It's every buzzword. All the buzzwords, it's that.
Oh, and just another guy. Yeah, the part I skipped over because I was ranting. Crime. Yeah, guess what? Where's crime the highest? Where there's low education, high unemployment, high drug use. Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck? Like I said, you want to... It's like Democrats are following a game plan for how to gut a community. And then after it's happened, say, this is gentrification, this is white flight, this is capital flight. Fuck that it is. Look at it as a per capita thing about who flees, those who have the money. And all of a sudden, it doesn't look like that no more. It doesn't look like racism anymore because it never was. Bugs me, man. Fucking bugs me. And the people with the fucking ability and the statistical knowledge and the understanding how these things work, sociologists, political scientists, social psychologists who could tell you about how these things really work. Unfortunately, most of those departments and people that run those fucking systems are a bunch of ideologues, and they'd rather hide that shit or just not talk about it. Talk about the stuff that fits their ideology. Hey, guess what? Standoff with this guy ended okay. We're all lucky.
Huh. With that guy?
Yep, with that guy. 9 hours. 9 hours. Hawaiian police stood off with this guy. Now, I know you might not believe this, but he was high on meth.
No.
I'm shocked.
I know. Yeah. Now, naked man in Kitsap County grabs child, runs into the woods, and bites neighbor who gave chase. Meth was involved.
No.
Yes, meth was involved. Those are my 2 meth stories. Now, this one doesn't involve meth, but it might help to understand it. You ready? Here we go.
No.
I was born with 2 cervixes, and I have 2 boyfriends. They don't know about each other, but it doesn't count as cheating because they each use 1 vagina.
Well, it'd be weird if they use 2 vaginas. What you want there is a double dick boyfriend, love. Do you get 2 periods? At the same time?
I didn't think about any of this. I was headline, what?
It does count as cheating.
Yeah. She says she got 2 cervixes. Now, I right away assumed that meant you had 2 cervixes, not 2 vaginas, but she's got a cervix for each vagina.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like she's got fucking 2 faces as well, the bitch.
Struggle up top. That was, yes. I mean,
Whack them, fuck them. That's all they knew.
My favorite part is when the otter goes down. He like looks around and smacks his lips. You know, he's so adorable. Whack him, fuck him. It's all they knew. Gamer Valine, thank you for the $10. I'm not saying that discrimination is good. I'm just saying that maybe we should be more firm on how it's unacceptable to bring your problems to a new state. Yeah. How failed policies in one state, people think that can be fixed or enacted somehow properly in a new state. Oh, well, these ideas were good. They just weren't implemented properly. It's a communist thinking, but on a Democrat level. You know, I voted Democrat when I was in California, and look what it did to the state. Now I'm going to move to Arizona, Nevada, you know what I mean, Colorado, and I'm going to vote Democrat again. It won't cause the same problems because that wasn't real Democrat policy. Sound familiar?
Well, that's the thing is they think like, oh, I'll go someplace new, but I'll vote for the same thing. I'll have a different outcome. Like, you're insane. You're just being a crazy person.
I don't know, Drunkle. Because you're a liberal, right? And I'd like to have a discussion with you. Like, you know, a no bullshit one that would actually be worth it, where it's like, where's the middle road between conservative and liberal where it doesn't lead to this and our imaginary polis? You understand what I'm saying? Like the kind of conversation I'd be looking at, because I don't have a problem by and large with a lot of liberal policies. It's where they're going to go or how they're used, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, there's a whole, you know, left wing, right wing is still, you know, both sides of the same bird. I think actually a better analogy here is like a woman with 2 vaginas. Like, it doesn't matter which one you use, you're still getting fucked.
Okay, well, my position, not that you're arguing this on a different point, okay? People will talk about the problems with capitalism versus the problems with economic communism, even though there really isn't such a segmented thing, but let's just pretend that there is for a second. And people go, oh, well, there isn't problems with capitalism. I said, no, there is. Capitalism can go wrong. My position is that history tells us that communism can't help but go wrong every time. Capitalism can be put up in such a way and mildly regulated in such a way that its worst possible ends can be stemmed. Not so with communism. It will end up as a nightmare every time.
Your thing here, though, is also with your definition of what makes a liberal and what makes a conservative. Like Sinatra is a self-confessed conservative, but also has confessed to have some liberal views as well.
I want
I
you
feel
to
like
define your liberalism. That's why I want you to tell me. You see what I'm saying?
I feel like I've shifted away from that, more libertarian than conservative lately.
Yeah. It's not not everything is as black and white as that. I mean, there are some conservative values that suck, and there's a lot of liberal values that suck as well. I think the thing is you need some kind of middle ground. Now, I mean, you are completely right here. You got people fleeing cities because the shit that they voted for have screwed them over, and then when they go to a new city, they vote for that shit again, like a fucking plague of locusts. They just come in and fuck everything up.
Indeed.
But that's not to say that, on the opposite side of the political spectrum, everything is going fucking swimmingly for everyone either.
No.
I think the issue here lies in the lack of options when it comes to voting. It's either one or the other. And more in the past fucking 10 years, we've heard, the lesser of two evils. And that's the justification for a lot of people voting in one certain way, whereas really what they should be angry at is that is how they are forced to vote at the moment. You're not voting for what's best for you, you're voting for what's least shit. That should make you more angry than anything.
Yeah. On a quick side note here, old school.
What's he shouting at me, man?
Old school local newspaper. Burglar. An Oak Hill community couple discovered a thief in their home Saturday after a man told a joke and they heard a laugh upstairs.
Excellent. Like a vindication. Said to his wife, I told you I'm fucking hilarious.
Right. This killed me. I laughed way harder at this than I should have, so I had to bring it up. I'm like, that is priceless. To hear somebody going upstairs and you're just like, wait a minute.
I also love about this is from the Twitter account Crap Local News.
Yeah.
Now, you see, the word crap is deemed offensive by some, so they censored it out. But not the second time, right underneath it.
Yeah, it's an old one, but when I saw it, I'm like, I can't resist not using it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. Okay. And for the titular article, Furries under the guise of medicine. Staff at a Virginia Wildlife Center pretend to be red foxes as they care for an orphaned kit. My God, look at that.
The worst thing about this is that you were here on Monday when I showed this article.
I have no recollection of that. Look, oh my God, don't look at us. Oh, no.
It's fucking awful.
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the 350. You were here Monday. Do you remember this? I don't remember this, but I don't remember yesterday, so I don't know. It explains Monday a little bit. In Arizona, they want to regulate vape more, but they will legalize marijuana and then don't do shit about the meth problem. And then nobody does shit about the fucking fentanyl problem.
No,
For
of course
fuck's
not.
sake. Pisses me off is what it does. Okay, all right. Drunkle. Did we do this one on Monday? Did we? Hold on. Wayward 450-pound pig named Kevin Bacon hams it up on a home security camera?
No, but I think we did it last week.
We have had Kevin Bacon on this show before. Yeah, certainly.
They still haven't caught up with him, though. Well, they have now.
Is he still on the run?
No, well, they have now, but only because they caught him on security camera. That's what I loved. It's like, how do you not find a 450-pound wayward pig? Well, do you want to see a picture of someone riding Kevin Bacon?
I do.
Okay, well, it's in this video. Go forward.
It's a pig on the lamb.
This guy, his owner, jumps on him and rides him real quick. Watch, he gets on and gives him a ride. Yeah.
Simple things.
Oh yeah, whatever. He's just happy to have Kevin back. It's fine. There we go. At least we ended on something that hadn't been recovered from Monday. My amnesia. Woo. So, in any case, that does bring us to the end of this stream here. Should we ask a few questions before we get the hell out of here? What do you guys think?
Sounds
about that?
good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm down with that.
So, Chad, if you guys got any questions that you'd like to ask any one of us, by all means, feel free. And in the meantime, Drunkle, how goes the gameage?
Yeah, all right, actually. I mean, yeah, right. Yes, I got this game called Creature Lab, right? And it's where you're an evil scientist, and you got a couple of dead bodies you stole, and you're reanimating them, and you're terrorizing people with them, and it is good fun. But it's also insanely complicated. But I want people to know that I've worked it out. I know what I'm doing now because it came down to you can name your monster. We had this schoolgirl woman with like a crab arm, and she was called Anita Dick in Me, and we also had,
all right.
I pull out a fucking guy out of the fucking the slab in the morgue, and he's got a turban on, right? So we can fucking switch him up. Like, he's awesome, he's wicked. But how it is over on twitch.tv/DrunklePlays, when it comes to naming something, 5 people, we get a suggestion of 5 names, and then we run a poll for 1 minute. Everyone gets 1 vote. In the end, he ended up getting called Boo Hamid.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Very nice.
Fucking incredible. But when it came to try and giving him fucking give him like the arms of a horse, I couldn't work out the DNA thing, but I have worked it out now, guys. So next up, we're going to be doing that from the very beginning. We're going to be doing some science over on twitch.tv/DrunklePlays. And I mean, if you're wondering what that fucking thing is all about, if you're going, I would watch, but what if you start playing something halfway through and I don't know what's happened? Worry no more, because you can find out what's been going on with all the main games over on the YouTube channel DrunklePlays, the archive channel, which I regularly update with all the happenstances of twitch.tv/DrunklePlays. See you there.
Nice.
Do you actually know what Helldivers is yet, Polly? Fat platty ass. Yes, I do. I actually do know what that is. What does the fox say? I'm not a furry, but let me in here anyway. I'm assuming at that fucking shelter. And they should do better vetting of their fucking people. Z-Hero, Noir Bar, I'm assuming it says Noir Saturday morning, Noir Bar Saturday morning. You're damn right there will be. I was sick as hell last week, and I greatly appreciate the immense amounts of understanding from my co-hosts. And from the viewers, of course, and the bar goers. But no, Saturday, we will definitely do it. Friday night, Saturday morning is on. We're actually thinking about starting half an hour early. I don't know about that. Why make any changes? Don't want to confuse people. Maybe it'd be better for people. I don't know.
Why would it make it different? You're still going to go on for 7 hours, no matter what time
people
you start.
love it. No one wants to go to what? Man, you go to pubs. Would you go to a pub if it was only open for an hour and a half? You wouldn't do that.
I mean, after this, I'm going to go to the pub for half an hour.
Well, okay. I
I mean,
asked
he's got a
until it
point.
closes.
I asked the wrong person then, because most
Yeah,
most people would mind that, but no, it's part of the experience. Molly O'Cammy, do you recognize how adorable you are with a crotcheted fish in your mouth? Yeah, I could tell a little bit of how adorable that crotcheted otter is. Thank you very much. Sin, what do you got for us? Anything?
Just go check out the Sin and Sash channel for all the new stuff over there.
Sweet. All right.
And should everything go according to plan, I just have to finish up some stuff on my end. I should have some new upgrades for these fellas come Friday.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. All right, so there it is. I would like to thank Gamer Valine and Festonia and Tim the Enchanter and Nazi and Alan, of course. You tell Steve, Dave, Delfruit Zero, Blackout 8879, Zero, Nazi again, and Alan once again. Thank you very much, guys. You are awesome, especially Festonia. Oh my God, you guys are great. Help me keep the lights on and all the fun shit happening. So we will see you again when, Drunkle?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 9:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, and 4:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, Polybobs.
When is your time change, Drunkle?
End of the month, man, 31st.
Yeesh.
Yeah. It's all right, though, because like the show ends, and I get to go to the pub for half an hour. it's okay. It's all right. I've
Fair
adapted. We didn't miss it this year like we normally do, Sin, you know? I get fucking text messages from Sin going, "Where the fuck are you, man?" I'm like, "Oh shit, clocks have changed, haven't they? Fuck." We've been on the ball this year. We've been on the ball.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you over there on Friday, and then later on for Noir Bar. Have a good night, all.
Later.